Tudták a srácok, hogy kell a lőszer. Oda nézz. Oda nézz, bazd. Azt a kurva, bazd. Ingyen van, vigyük. Ezek tényleg azt hitték, hogy alsónadrágba jövök ide, vagy mi? Hát mennyi lőszert adnak? Normálisak ezek? Az se rossz. Merre kell menni?
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot.
És lesz a milyen szezon? Hirtelen nem tudtam én sem, hogy miről van szó. Hol? Bazd meg! Azt a rohadt életbe, basz. Gipszes láttam, persze, meg is köszöntem neki, hogyne. Meg is köszöntem neki, ha minden igaz, ugye? Gipszes, köszi szépen még egyszer. Még 20-szor. Az a gránátvető, ez jó cucc. Baszki. Ez mi a szar? Kalibrált Big Bang. Nehéz detonátor, ilyet se láttam még. Ez jó fegyver? Elviszek egy ilyet.
All Asilis samples collected.
All right. Hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work.
Biztos, hogy jön valami nagy állat.
Earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
We've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Gőzöleg utakon kell menni. Na, ott fogjuk beszopni a cumit. Egyébként fan ez a ágyú, ami nálam van, így élvezetes vele játszani, de szar. Szerintem. Ezen a fokozaton nagyon kevés a damage neki. Pörgeti, de nem egy nagy szám.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated.
Fantasy, hello.
By Londonian. Real marvel.
Stabil. Amíg stabil vagyok, addig nincsen baj.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Azt a rohadt életbe. Az igen.
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only.
Virágzó Lázár, az én vagyok. Gargassia, üdvözöllek a csatornán, köszi a követést! Ez mi a szar? Köszi a követést, szia!
The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform.
Az komoly.
We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
Ez nagyszerű felfedezésnek hangzik, az. Erre semmi természetes nem lehet képes.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests, nature manages it
De
just
szerintem
fine.
meg valakinek benne van a keze.
It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leach transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like
Az
New
fassa.
Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone...
Ja, oké. Bonyolódik a sztori. Sejtettem én. Ugye az imént látottak alapján, ez minden bizonnyal lehetséges. El sem tudom képzelni, hogy mi kell ahhoz, hogy valami ilyesmi lekerüljön. Ja.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Oké, Svécen, vigyázz magadra. Szia, szia. Köszi, hogy itt voltál. Ez kemény. Ott egy kredit. Lesz itt még egy jó nagy csata úgyis. Jön a zene. Lazarus növény, fasza.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just
Ez
stumbled on
komoly.
here?
Az új Fallout. Úgy. Szerintem az azt jelenti, hogy az új Atlantis ellen támadást a Lazarus növényel váltották ki. Valaki azt hitte, hogy megtámadhatja UC-t és megúszhatja.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Újságát találom azokat az időket, amikor ezek a terramorfok megjelentek.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a
Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy
couple big
kinek van a keze ebbe benne.
Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Az Egyesült Gyarmatok, valaki a UC-ben készül valamire a lázár ültetvénnyel. Máshogy nem, hát blokkádon ki a tököm tudná átmenni. Ez valami parancsnoki szint. Igen, de ez valaki vezetői szinten kell, hogy benne legyen, mert ugye a bolygó körül blokkád van, és máshogy nem lehet innen kivinni semmit.
Maybe. But then why let us clean up the terramorphs? Take away the only thing that makes the plant useful. It doesn't add up.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport.
The entrance is this way.
Oké, haladjunk. Régen ez egy város volt, menő. Itt láttam kint összezúz valami hajót is. Az de jó hír.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office.
Belső emelet.
Scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Nyissad, nyissad. Várjál, és ez ki? Meg mit keres itt?
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Itt a control panel. Ó, baszki, itt meg volt egy zár. Most vettem észre. Most vettem észre, hogy beletrollkodtam. Egyesünk nincs, akkor csak ez jöhet szóba, meg ez. Hadd nézzem. Oké. Egyesünk nincs, ez nem jó akkor. Ez már jó, ez mi a szar? Ja. Kár ellenállás. Gránátok, az nem kell, mit kell látni? Ó, ez mi a szar? Rendszer újraindítás. Most kiderül erről is valami, figyelj. Szia Logan, köszi minden fasza, gyógyulok. Meg a végén kiderül, hogy az apja nem is bűnös. Baszki!
Hey Victus, he destroyed this place, killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret, didn't he?
Hát bombázás több okból is elrendelte, például a terrormorfok kitörése miatt. Sosem tanultam meg ezt a... Hát nem tudom, mit mondjunk.
You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was a...
Zozó, köszi, hogy itt voltál, bocsi, szia. Valaki, aki úgy gondolta, hogy a titok megtartása életeket menthet. Hát nem tudom, mi a szart mondjunk neki.
He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind of commander is that? But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Igaz, van már régen elment ennek végére. Már úton kellene lennünk a sokat tennivaló. Egyelőre még mindig nem mondom neki, hogy az apja él. Hát nem tudom, hogy jó döntéseket hozok-e. Ez elég nehéz. Itt egy mesterzár. Matt.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Itt most megdöglünk. Rámentek be azért, mert itt biztos, hogy kijön valami nagy vadállat. Akkora a terep, hogy nem igaz. Várható volt, hogy... Bazzeg! Mi a fasz? Mi van? Miért megy keresztül rajta a lövés? Szia, Jani! A rohadt életbe. Toxin, fűszer, szerkezet. Mindenféle lény előjött ezzel. Bazzeg. Jó, legyőztük.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk.
Ez a fegyver az adott neki.
See you soon.
A korrózió tépte rendesen a száját. Passza volt. Köszi. Erre, és most merre kéne menni? Erre? Majd látom, egyébként még nincsenek végem, srácok. A kérdésem lenne, hogy amivel most harcolsz, lény vagy küldeni, amikor a kabinet mellé kell állni, meccsám, akkor minden bolygón lesznek ilyen lények? Kabinet mellé? Nem tudom, még nem tartok ott szerintem. Gondolom a végéről beszélsz ennek. Ez jó kérdés. Az összes fegyver tök jó egyébként, nagyon nehéz eldönteni, hogy mit használjak.
Frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything.
Hát itt nem volt választás, hogy kikhez csatlakozok.
This place forum. Now my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vague Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Valójában nem zárhatjuk ki, hogy a Victis él és a UC őrzetében van. Na most jön a csattanó, srácok, mert most...
I'm sorry, what?
Captain, now's really not the time to be making cracks like that.
Így bazd meg. Ez igaz életben van, sem, hogy nem mondhattam el hamarabb.
No, that can't be. I saw him. He's actually really alive. My God.
Nagyon csavarodik ez a sztori.
What? all this time? And decided now was the time to bring it up?
És nem titoktartásra esküdtem fel.
You swore? You swore. You were just doing your duty. I know. I know what that's like. I'm glad you told me.
Jó, örülnek, hogy elmondtuk.
Well, that revelation sure as hell changes things.
Persze, mert ez már komoly volumenű dolog, hogy ilyen történik.
My father, the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Look, Percival and I, we need to tend to these samples.
Csak mert itt már a UC is hiába titoktartás így vagy úgy fasságot csináltak ezzel, hogy életbe hagyták, ha az öreg áll mögötte. Úgyhogy erről ennyit, azért mondtam el most, csak idáig mondom, titkolom, nehogy valami kihatással legyen. Csak olyan mélységig ment ez az egész sztori, hogy mondom, itt már nincs hazudozás.
We'll all meet back at mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered.
Nagyon jók ezek a küldetések amúgy tényleg.
And thank you for dealing with him.
Marha jól össze lettek rakva ezek a frakció küldetések, mindegyik izgalmas, meg a céges is az volt. Fasza. Beszélünk az öreggel, megnézzük, mit mond. Hát ez állig felfegyverkezve mentem oda a bolygóra. Kb. 10-20 ezer lőszerrel. Megnézzük az öreg mit mond. A 7. emelet, a titkos szint. Szarházi. Ó igen, és még sok minden mást is. Ne játsz, de hülye, tudjuk magát az új Atlantis és a Tau Ceti elleni támadásuk mögött. Ez tényleg játsza eszét. Oké, nem mondta el akkor.
Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
Felfedeztünk egy felvételt, a terrormorfok fegyverként való használatáról beszélsz. Tudom, hogy köze van a Tau Ceti és az új atlanti támadásokhoz. Majd már abba, megöltétek a US polgárait, és most fizetni fogtok érte, vald be.
Now what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Meg a hazugságot, vald be, vagy továbbadom a... Igen, sajnálom, a kabinet hallani fog erről. Nem mondok senkinek egy szót sem, csak az igazságot akarom tudni. Annyira meg van csavarva a sztori, nem tudom már mit higgyek.
On Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of
London,
learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Mert őrült vagy és gyilkos, és csak azért élsz, hogy gyilkolj. És sokáig dolgozni valamin, hogy az valami személyes dolognak tűnik. A legjobb módja annak, hogy megmutassuk a Jutcinek, milyen erős fegyver a Lazarus növény.
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble? Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction.
Korrekció.
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Egyetlen titok sem olyan veszélyes, hogy ennyi halálesetet lehet vele indokolni. Évekbe telt, mire rájött, hogyan használod a növényt, de semmiért töltöd meg őket. Hát kellett volna adni az információkat, biztosítsa, hogy soha ne lehessen felhasználni. Ajaj.
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time.
Érdekes.
Easy to say now, but in that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter.
Meg a végén kiderül azok, hogy a lánya segített neki.
Trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else.
Ja jó, oké. Akkor az volt, akit ugye megöltünk. Jó, akkor az nem az. Tehát megölted a összi polgárait, mert becsületed veszélybe került. Szóval én csak a takarító brigád vagyok, biztos azt hiszed, hogy nagyon okos vagy. Ön tudnál mindent innen koordinálni.
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without the UC realizing whom they were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective. There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Megbecsülnének, hogy csinál a hibáidat, azt mondja. Arra vársz, hogy megköszönjem, akkor egy darabig itt leszünk. Nek megvoltak az érdemei. Jó.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine.
Dehogy is.
I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone.
Hello, faszt, hülye vagy?
I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Azt mondja, remélem, élvezték a beszélgetést, amikor a kabinethez beszélek, ez volt az utolsó. Nem tudom pontosan, mit fogok mondani a kabinetnek. Jó van, gondoskodom róla, hogy minden Orlayshoz legyen kötve. Azt hiszem, csak úgy elfelejtem, hogy embereket öltél a jó tetteidért.
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same. and leave my name out of the discussions to come. That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Az kemény. Lehetne úgy dönteni, hogy őt támogatom, de hát hülye lennék, hát hogy? Kabinett szoba.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Elám. Megtiszt bevallotta a támadásokat a cellájából szervezve.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
Azt mondta, hogy tisztázni akarja Shannon nevét, hősöket akar csinálni belőle és belőle.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him. Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Na, ezúttal biztos kötelet kap az öreg.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all.
Igazából egy 20 évet csúszott a dolog, addig meg kihúzta.
This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Azt mondja, az én részemről nem menjünk be. Tiket, melyik módszert részesítitek előnyben a terrormorfok elleni harcban?
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math, and a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0.
Na, a csaj el is mondta a lényeget.
We're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in.
Úgyis az lesz, hogy én döntök, mert mindig az van. Milyen kockázatokkal jár, ha visszahozzuk az...
Acyles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be.
Haszonállatként használták azt, ami ugye a terrormorfot megzabálja. Ergo nem káros az ember, legyen akkor az. Akkor legyen akkor az. A mikróbás, ez az a baj, abból tudom biológiai fegyvert csinálni, az nem jó. Jó, oké, mehetünk. Így akkor rendben vagyunk. Akkor azt választom, srácok, szerintem nem a mikróbás megoldást, hanem ezt az állatkát, amit ott láttunk, azt a nagyot. Na, összeült a tanács, csókolom.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances.
Mi miért nem ülhetünk le?
But according to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, It seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike.
Így van.
Is what I'm reading here true?
Így van, azt mondjam, a támadást megtervezték.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Hát ő is.
Orlays.
Ez a jelentés nem teljesen igaz. Orlays segített, de a Victis szervezette a támadásokat.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room.
És én most se tanulnak belőle.
The accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Vészhelyzet 17 részletnek lejátszása.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
Na,
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough.
semmi 5 millió
We
lesz.
failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Jó van, Victis nélkül világ jobb világ.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true
Hát
nature.
el kéne pusztítani, nem
A
pedig
sound decision, Madam President.
nem titokba tartani. Tehát ez volt a helyes döntés. Azt mondja, szerintem a többi frakciót is be kellene vonni a lázerüzem biztosításába. Üzem biztosítása nem elég, meg kell semmisíteni.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Nehéz lesz támadást tervezni növényel, ha nincs nyoma. Ha elpusztítjuk őket, és ehhez a Freestar kollektív segítséget kérjük, az a jó akaratunkat mutatja. Meg vagyok döbbenve, hogy nem akarja elpusztítani.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our 2 factions.
Diplomata
2
vagyok.
birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one.
Lehet, ezt kellett volna választani, hogy mind a hármat vonjuk be.
How exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Az állatkát. Azt mondja, az Axeles használta legbiztonságosabb, ez lenne az én választásom.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Első osztály polgár.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly.
Ez fasza.
He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being.
Ugye itt jön az, hogy itt is panelről lehet felvenni ilyen küldetéseket, amit folyamatosan lehet ismételni.
This meeting is adjourned.
Oké. Dán. Még egy frakció kipipálva, srácok. Király. Na, nem is megyünk tovább ma. Kaptunk legend.